Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How are you all this morning?
Dandy, Candy.
Dandy, dandy?
Good.
Hey.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
doing the love thing today.
I
we're
love
doing love
this.
today.
Love, love, love.
I'd like to start out with a prayer.
Can everybody hear her okay? Is she
You
loud
can
enough?
hear me? Good,
Awesome.
good.
Dottie, you're
So
doing a great
just
job.
close your eyes and visualize Spirit as pure love, however you see Spirit. And then see what Spirit looks like in your eyes. And then what does Spirit feel like in your heart? And hold that thought, hold that feeling. Does it feel like love? Does it feel like acceptance? Does it feel honoring Spirit's love? Hold that thought in your heart. And let your spirit fly. Let that energy you see as Spirit fly around you and cover you up and let you know you're loved. And feel that. And now open your eyes and we'll have Janet sing something about love.
We close our eyes, we open our eyes, and we hold the love every day and every night. We hold the love, 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 love. We hold love. wonderful chorus.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was great.
It was
Great,
fun.
great.
that was
Yeah,
wonderful.
that was-
Church is fun.
oh,
We have a new goal. Church is fun.
great,
I
great.
love it.
And did you have a card for today?
I
Whoops.
do.
But does it have to do with love?
I love and approve of myself.
Wow.
Yay, come on and
Could
do it.
everybody say that? I love and approve of myself.
Mary!
Let's say it again because Mary Berry's here now.
I
love-
everybody.
I love and accept, what is it?
And approve.
What is
I
it?
love and
And
approve
approve
of
of
myself.
Yay! Woohoo!
Oh, Mary.
Mary,
Look it
it's
up.
good to see you. How are you feeling?
I'm much better.
Well, your hair looks great. Your
Yes.
face looks great. Your body
Yeah.
looks great.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look good.
Welcome
I
home.
know, doesn't she look good?
She does.
Dottie looks good.
Oh, thank you.
You look
Up. Up.
And all that.
Right.
And all
You
that,
look
right?
bright and
Bright.
also grounded, Dottie.
bright
You're
and
grounded.
pink and yeah.
Oh, good.
Like a
good. Love it.
newborn baby rat? Or?
Not that.
Rats are so cute. Rats are so
Baby
adorable.
rats are
Yes,
cute.
they are.
Here to say how cute rats
They
are,
are.
so they're just changing.
Yeah.
Looking like
They are,
a
they're
brand
so
new
cute.
baby
I
rat.
have a white
So
rat.
moving away from baby rats,
Baby rat.
I want to tell you that these come from the wisdom cards, which were written by Louise Hay.
Oh,
And I find these to have special messages for us, and it's amazing how each week I pick a card. I never know what Dottie's going to talk about, and it always is coincidence that it's the
Mhm.
same basic message. But loving and approving of yourself gives you the opportunity to change.
right.
And so let's say that I love and approve of myself right now, but I'd like something else in my life. One of the gifts of spirit is that we have the ability to change and add things into our life with the help of spirit. And by loving and approving of myself right now, as I am, I can move into a new self, a new idea of myself, and love and approve of that, and love and approve of spirit helping me, because spirit helps us all day, all night, every day, every night, whether we know it or not, whether we approve of it or not, whether we invite it or
You're
not.
kind of giving my talk.
And so I'm very excited about this whole idea of loving and approving of ourselves right here and right now, and then moving into a new idea of ourselves. So a new idea of ourselves is going to Panera today at 1 o'clock and joining the discussion until about 2:30. And it's a Panera on Coleman, and we'll be there from 1 to 2:30, and I look forward to seeing you there.
Good.
Awesome.
Okay, Dottie, now do you want to do your number?
Now you do your job.
Oh, it's so nice to have everybody here today. Thank you all for joining us on the screen. Yes, Mel and Sky and Laura O and Jeannie and
Kathleen.
Stephen.
St. Clair.
Stephen and Annie
And
and
Mel.
Mel.
Lonnie.
and
Lonnie.
and
Jan
Donna.
Lewis.
yeah, and yours,
Donna.
Donna,
Hi,
and
everybody.
Lonnie, and Corky, and Dottie, and Joan, and Mary Berry, and
Yes.
Janet, and Marissa, and
Lauren.
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 I wanted to call you Sally for some reason.
Call me Ruth.
Oh, Joan's being
She's
today.
But welcome all of you. And good morning to everyone and welcome. I'm so happy to see you all here and to welcome those joining on Zoom. And today we gather together to talk about something simple and yet perhaps the hardest thing in the world consistently do, and that's love. So thank you so much, Joan, and thank you,
Jan.
Yeah.
Jan Jan.
Oh, you're gonna be
I keep
Jan.
getting another name here. Thank you,
Okay,
Jan.
she's channeling another name.
We'll get together.
Not the kind, Chris, greeting kind of love. That's not what I'm talking about, or the I love you when you agree with me.
Oh no,
I
I
love
like that.
Although that does help.
Or the kind that comes naturally when life is easy and people are kind. It's real easy to love somebody when they're kind to you. But the deeper love, the spiritual love, the soul level love, the kind of love that remains standing even when the world feels like it is falling apart. The other night, like many of you, I listened to the news, and I'll be honest, I felt discouraged and frustrated. Any of you feel
Absolutely.
discouraged
I'm raising
by
my
the
hand.
news?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And if not, you're not listening to it.
Well, maybe.
And I will be honest, I felt discouraged and frustrated. Everywhere we look, there seems to be hostility, dishonesty, greed, violence, fear, anger, and cruelty. And these are not words that I want to describe me. I want to feel good. But if you watch the news, there are people are screaming, families divided with politicians blaming each other, nations threatening each other, people stealing, lying, cheating, and hurting one another. Sometimes it feels like humanity has forgotten itself. Think about that. Where humanity has forgotten who they are. After watching all of that, I went to bed with a heavy heart. But the next morning I woke up with a song in my head. And I don't know about you guys, some of you can hold the tune like Janet here, but I'm tone deaf. But I sang. I woke up and I sang. A tiny little song, simple words, no sophisticated theology, no deep philosophy, just this. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the only thing, there's just too little love. Now here's a note. We are not singing this song because it's still under copyright until around 2060.
6-0.
6-0. In general, songs from that era are protected for 95 years from publication. So you're going to have to keep it in your head. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. And just feel it as I talk about it today. And I thought maybe Spirit was trying to remind me of something and saying, Dottie, don't become worried by the darkness. Because darkness has always existed in the human story. But so has love. And love is still here. It's all around us. For those of you who are single and you're on the Zoom, realize that everybody here in this room is sending love to you. We can just feel your love coming to us.
And even if you're married, we're sending love to you.
Yeah, to hear, Joan, even if you're married, we're sending love to you. I don't see many. Christopher's married. That's one.
Well, he's doing hearts.
Oh,
Okay,
there's another one.
Can we sing it and just not include it in the recording?
Yes, we can
At
do
the
that.
end. At the end.
Yeah, we'll do that at the end. Don't become worried by the darkness, because darkness has always existed in the human story. So think of that. Every time you go to a dark place, say, wow, so is love. Love has been around for a long time, and love is still here. The challenge is this: can we still see it? Can we choose it? Become it? That's the spiritual work of our time. If God is love, why is there suffering? Think of that. If God is love, why is there suffering?
How are you?
If humanity is spiritual, why is there violence? If people are good inside, why do they lie and hurt each other? These are all fair questions, but perhaps love is deeper and more mysterious than we imagine. Sometimes love looks like kindness or compassion. Maybe it looks like forgiveness, or looks like boundaries, or like difficult lessons. Love simply looks like refusing to become hateful in a hateful world. Let's repeat that. Love simply looks like refusing to become hateful in a hateful world. I think everybody in this living room can do that. Love simply looks like refusing to become hateful in a hateful world. This may be one of the greatest spiritual victories that a human being can achieve. To remain compassionate and open-hearted without becoming weak or ignoring reality. We are not being asked to pretend evil does not exist. Spirituality is not denial. We are not required to close our eyes to crime, dishonesty, violence, addiction, manipulation, or cruelty. Not. We can see those things questioned clearly, because those questions are, will we choose things to poison our own spirit? Fear, anger, bitterness, and hatred spreads, but so does love. And that's what I want to talk about this morning. You can love everybody. You might have a day when you don't like them, but don't hold it against them, and don't get to your point where you don't like anybody. I know a lot of people like that, where they say, oh, well, I got my doctor. That's about it. Choose more people to be in your life. The song says, Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. In other words, humanity already has enough challenges, obstacles, and wars. Enough division and suffering. What we are lacking is not intelligence. Human beings are incredibly brilliant. We can build computers, we can split atoms, travel into space, create artificial intelligence and wisdom. We can do all those things. Those are different things entirely. We are technologically advanced, but spiritually exhausted. And many people today are starving emotionally. Think about that. When you're sad, you're starving emotionally. Find a way in your life to step up when you feel sad, when you feel angry, when you feel hopeless. The saddest thing nowadays is not that people are just angry. It's that many people have forgotten how to see each other. We look at labels now instead of souls. Republican / Democrat, liberal, conservative, rich, poor, immigrant, citizen, religious, agnostic, or atheist, gay, straight, young, old, housed and unhoused. All these things we look at with a thought of, why don't they change? Why aren't they somebody I would like? Like them anyway. We sort each other into categories before we even speak. But Spirit does not see us that way. Spirit sees wounded children trying to survive. Frightened hearts pretending to be strong. Souls learning lessons. Sparks from the divine flame. Remember, sparks from the same divine flame. And that changes everything when we begin seeing people spiritually instead of politically. We soften. Not because we agree with harmful behavior, but maybe because we understand suffering produces suffering. Hurting people often hurt people. Fearful people spread fear, angry people create anger, and spiritually unconscious people create chaos. Are you one of the people that causes chaos?
I hope not.
Think about that. How do you spiritually look at people? You might have a partner that you don't like what they're doing. That doesn't make any difference. They're a spiritual person. Conscious souls create healing. That is why your presence matters. Never underestimate the power of one peaceful person in a room full of chaos. Think of that. One calm, compassionate, loving soul changes the energy. You may not think your kindness matters, but it does. Think of any group you're in where you don't like half the people. Talk to the other half. Figure out a way to communicate with people you agree with. But don't trump the others. Don't look down at the others. Accept that they're part of your world. But you don't have to sugarcoat them every time you see them. But say hello when you see them. Acknowledge them. One calm, compassionate, loving soul changes the energy. And it does. If you can be a loving soul. Maybe your phone calls stop coming from feeling alone. Maybe your compassion reminded somebody that humanity is still good. Maybe the cashier was about to cry before you smiled at them. You don't always know the healing you carry, and sometimes love is very small. Think of that. Just smiling at a cashier. Smiling at people at the gas station.
Yeah.
Smile at people. Janet's very good at that. She smiles at everybody. Now, do you smile when you look in the mirror?
So I'm working on it.
Okay,
I do.
good. Good.
I'm working it. Like you've taught us, Dottie.
You don't always know the healing you carry. But every one of you carries healing. And sometimes we get bogged down by our own health. And it's hard to reach out for care. And sometimes love is very small. Often love is ordinary. It's listening. That's a number one. It's listening. It's patience. Allowing someone dignity. Speaking gently. Help without humiliation. Allowing someone dignity. Speaking gently. Those two are really important. Helping without humiliation. Letting the other person win the argument. Closing peace over ego. Some people would rather be right than peaceful. We all know that's a choice.
Oh, yeah.
Think of that. Some people would rather be right than peaceful.
I know.
Hatred changes a person carrying it. And today many people are emotionally addicted to outrage. The politics, media, fear profits from outrage. Fear keeps people watching. But spirit calls us somewhere higher. Can you stand in truth without losing love? Protect yourself without becoming bitter. Remain compassionate in a frightened world. That is advanced spirituality. And in this room, everybody has this joy of being alive. Share that with us. That is advanced spirituality. So real spirituality is how you treat people when life becomes difficult. Humanity is going through a really rough time right now. I want to repeat that. Humanity is going through a really tough time right now. People are tired, financially, emotionally, and spiritually overwhelmed. People do strange things when they feel their back is up against the wall. That does not excuse harmful behavior, but it helps explain it. One of the great spiritual truths is this. Every person you meet is fighting some kind of invisible battle. It might be with your grandkids, it might be with your children, it might be with your mate, it might be with people at work. But the rude person, people who are anxious, controlling, bitter, whatever, they drive you up the wall. And in driving you up the wall, that means you get angry. That does not mean we allow abuse. We don't allow people to abuse us just because we're spiritual. Healthy spirituality still includes boundaries. Love is not becoming a doormat. Think of that. Love is not becoming a doormat. Even the masters walk away from certain crowds. And some of you need permission to do that. You are not required to carry the madness of the world on your shoulders. You are allowed to protect your peace, allowed to step outside and look at the moon, to laugh, to enjoy your coffee, tea, or hot chocolate. Remember that creation is still beautiful, and each one of you has been created. The world is not only darkness, as there is still music, art, kindness, friendship, prayer like we got this morning, healing, generosity, beauty, CCL Sunday celebrations.
Yay!
And there are still sunbeams and moonbeams, just like the song says. I understand your pain. Love is here. And perhaps the greatest spiritual truth of all this is love is not merely something we feel. Love is something we become, and we will not do it perfectly. Think about that. Love is something we become, and we will not do it perfectly. Some days we are compassionate. Some days we are cranky. We feel enlightened. And some days we cannot find our glasses and accuse the cat of hiding them.
My cat does hide them.
Yeah, everybody's cat.
We don't even have a cat, and the cat hides ours.
Returning to love, awareness, compassion again and again. You know, people often ask, how do we change the world? And honestly, most world changing begins very small, with one conversation, one act of kindness, one forgiving moment, one refusal to spread cruelty, one peaceful response, one compassionate decision. That is how consciousness changes, one soul at a time. And you have to start with yours, because because the world has enough darkness already. What the world needs now is love, sweet love, not just for some, but for everyone. I'm speaking that song, aren't I?
Yes, you
So
are.
this week I invite you to become a living expression of the song. Be the kindness, compassionate gentleness, calm voice, healing presence. Not because the world deserves it all the time, but because your soul does. Your soul needs you to be kind, compassionate, showing gentleness, a calm voice. And remember this, darkness does not win because it is powerful. Darkness wins when good people forget they are light. So do not forget who you are. You are a soul. You are consciousness. You are part of the living spirit of creation. May we carry it into every room we enter. May we speak it. May we practice it. We become it. Just think about today. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Not just for some, but for everyone. What the world needs now, there are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. Lord, we don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. And can you sing that for us, that little part there? What the
world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Just
But for everyone.
No, not just for some.
That's right.
Oh, but just for everyone.
Now, I've told everybody that we're going to sing it at the end of the service. So We'll get to do that for reals.
Okay. Because it was published in 1965 and properly copyrighted, it remains protected in U.S. copyright law for many decades, protected for 95 years from publication, meaning this song is expected to remain under copyright until around 2060 in the United States. So I've told you a lot this morning. I've told you about you. And your self-talk is your internal dialogue. It can be negative, positive, or indifferent. It can be encouraging, or it can be distressing. Much of your self-talk depends on your personality. If you believe your self-talk is too negative, or if you want to emphasize positive self-talk, you can learn to shift that inner dialogue. It can help you in a more positive person. It can help you to be a more positive person. It may improve your health. So we are gonna ask if anybody wants to say anything.
Okay, let's go.
Anybody want to say anything about what the world needs now?
What the world needs now.
Well, I just want to emphasize, Dottie, if I can, the power of setting boundaries.
Yeah.
It's something that I've had to learn. And not see it as a not loving thing, but to actually reframe it and see it as a loving thing.
That's a hard one.
It's a hard one because it's me being honest with myself
Right.
and being honest with the person I care about or the
Right.
person I'm relating to, right? You know, I can do this, but I really can't do this.
Right.
I either don't have the energy or I don't have, you know, the resources. And throughout all of that, the resource of love is like an endless river,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that river of love, we can both bathe in that river of love.
Yes.
But I can't necessarily always give you what you would want specifically.
Exactly.
And I have to be clear about that.
Yes.
And not make excuses or not lie, but simply say, I can't do that.
Very, very good. Very well said.
Really.
And what would anybody else like to say about it?
I'd like to say,
Yes.
I see as a child, as a woman, I was taught, I wasn't taught boundaries. It was like children are to be seen and not heard. And getting over that was really hard. Till I was 19, I was very, very quiet. You didn't hear much from me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you learned to speak up. And then what happened?
Well, then sometimes I forget to listen. I was a really good listener.
That's good.
Very good. That's very good.
The world needs listeners.
The world needs listeners. Anybody else have anything to say?
So I'll tell you a story. My stepson sometimes disappoints me. I buy tickets for events and he says he'll come and then he doesn't show up. And I get very disappointed and angry and hurt and upset and vow never to buy more tickets, and then I buy more tickets. But he's going through a difficult time. So when we talk, whenever I see him or talk on the phone with him, regardless of the conversation of the topic, I always end it with, you know that I love you no matter what. And he says, yes, I know that, Joan. And sometimes he calls me Mom. I've been his mom for a long time now. And then the young man that I know that's in jail and serving time right now calls me and explains his difficulties. And I tell him that too. I love you no matter what. And it clears the air for both of us. That there's the river of love going back and forth, regardless of circumstances. And it's so important, and I love myself for that, and I love them for acknowledging. They always say, yeah, the kid that's in jail says, yes, Grandma, I know you love me. And it fills my heart to the fullest to hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
so
here's
much.
Mel
Mel
Jones.
has his
Mel
hand
is
up.
Yeah,
in.
Mel is there.
Mm-hmm.
Mel, what do you have to say?
Just basically something from my favorite philosopher, Dolly Parton. If you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours.
Yes.
And
All right.
a smile is a little bit of love. You're
Yeah.
Yes.
sharing a bit of love from yourself with someone that you
Yes.
may not even know.
Yes. And how are you
Beautiful.
feeling?
Pretty good. I'm walking around with the boot on my foot now, so I'm at least semi-mobile.
Great, great. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
thank you.
anybody else? There's
La, 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 la.
anybody else want something to say?
I love you no matter what.
Okay, there's
Okay. Yes, Christine.
John reminded me, I think there's a book about the 4 questions for
The four
anyway,
agreements.
4 agreements.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is when you say you're going to do something, do it. I really try, if I'm coming somewhere and I tell them, I really try to commit.
Good. Good. That's important. Anybody else have anything they want to add?
It's easy to love
Yes.
like-minded people.
It's easy
very
to love.
difficult to love those that have opposing views.
Yeah, but those that have opposing views feel the same way about you.
Yes, they do.
And so you have to be as sweet as you can, but still hold on to who you are. That's the most important thing.
It's hard to do.
What you need now is love. So you keep love for yourself. If the person you're talking to, doesn't love you or doesn't like you, just give them a smile and walk away. Don't hang in there. That's not loving yourself, and that's what the world needs now, is love and loving yourself. That's such an important key to this.
Marisha has.
Yeah,
Marissa.
I had something I wanted to share.
Okay.
Once a long time ago, I attended a lecture where the whole idea was presented that there's basically only 2 emotions, love and fear. And that from love comes every positive thing you could ever possibly imagine. And from fear comes every possible thing you could imagine. And those are also synonyms for the polarities of light and dark.
Right.
So in the Bible, there's a verse that I always like that says, the perfect love casts out fear. So when we can be present in every moment and in every situation, no matter what is occurring or with whom it's occurring with, if we can align with the aspect of our beingness, which is soul, like you were saying, and go above our personality and humanity, then the soul can see things from a higher perspective. So you can, when you align with love, I feel it's possible that you can see where you can meet in the middle with anybody in any situation. But then sometimes you have to also recognize that that only can happen when the other being or the other person is willing to meet in the middle. And sometimes they are, and sometimes they are. So, but love gives you that expanded perspective to even recognize that no matter how you're striving to be loving and in that moment and reach that middle ground, you can recognize it's not going to happen here, and you can accept that, let it go, and walk away. But you walk away without attachment, still in love.
Right.
Using that compassion.
That is the greatest gift you
about.
can give yourself, is walk away without attachment.
Yes.
Because it's so hard to do that. And especially if it's somebody you love,
Yeah, but it does get easier with practice.
Yeah.
And it saves you a lot of agony and aggravation, stewing over things that you can't do anything about,
Right.
which ties up your energy so that you can't utilize it in more productive ways.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
Annie has her
Thank you so
hand up.
much. Annie, good morning, Ann. How are you?
Good morning.
There
I'm
she
doing
is.
pretty well, thank you. Thankfully. Uh, so yesterday, okay, I heard from somebody that I had not spoken to this person. We hadn't spoken in probably over 40 years. Um, and they were a big part of my life when Rob was little. They helped me in my career. But they also worked really hard on controlling my life. So I had to put up boundaries with this person and I pushed them out of my life a long time ago. And I got an instant message from her yesterday. And she said, I know this is hard to believe since we haven't spoken in over 40 years, but I need you to know that I love you and that I will always love you and that you're a part of my life and you're in my mind all the time. And I mean, I let go of the anger I had with this person years and years ago. There's no anger, but I had to sit down and really think about it. And so I started reviewing in my mind the fun times that we did share, the good things that she did do. And I was able to say back to her openly and honestly, I love you too.
Great. Yay for
Yeah,
you.
that's
I love you and I love you too. I love you and I love you too. I love you and I love you too.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
Yeah.
sharing that. Okay,
Okay, remove just what and
okay, Christine, you have
oh,
something
and
else?
also Stephen.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait a
let's
minute,
let's
we've
go
got
to
to get
Stephen.
Stephen.
Stephen hasn't spoken.
So I was thinking about one of my uh, 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 really dear friends. She was a soulmate that I had in Wichita. And we were out walking one day, and she turned to me and said, "You know, when two people meet each other, they really really love each other, and it's all sweet and warm and fuzzy and very very nice, and then they start living together and that sweet warm fuzzy feeling goes away, and then it's just not worth it anymore." and uh and um which she has since departed, and always felt we always had that good feeling with each other, and it wasn't even sexual. But what I've discovered is if you don't have that warm, fuzzy feeling, and it really is hard to love someone, or it's just tedious, even sometimes, that's when love is really wonderful, when you yourself feel really, really good about having loved someone. If it's easy, there's not really a whole lot for you to feel except, you know, it's like eating cake. You can't just eat cake. You've got to have the stuff that you really have to chew on in your life, in your love. So that's really all I had to say.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That was
Beautiful.
wonderful. Stephen, you're great at talking. Yes, okay, Christine?
Um, the course says you're either loving or you're calling for love.
Oh,
And I know at times when I've encountered people calling for love, it takes me work, but I do work at loving. And I find that I actually love most people.
wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, that is great. Anybody else in the room like to say anything?
Well, even people that I disagree with politically, they have families, they have kids, they have grandchildren, that they're excited about. They're going on trips that they're excited about. And there's a lot of different points that we can meet on. And maybe we can't meet on the political side of things, but we can meet on a lot of other points. And the importance is to try to meet on points that that's a loving exchange. And so that's what I try to do.
Good, yeah, Mary.
I find for myself that I forgive so fast. I mean, I can get angry, and then within days, I mean, even if somebody is god awful and they've done some horrible things, it's hard for me to remember the horrible things because I understand what they're going through. I think, oh gee, look at the way they were raised. Oh my goodness, look at what they need. And damn it, I really wish I could have those boundaries because that's my problem. I forgive so rapidly.
I don't think being loving is a problem unless you feel like you're being taken advantage of.
Well, to allow yourself to be taken advantage of over and over, now that's insanity.
Or are you just being loving? I mean, you can love without feeling that you're being taken advantage of.
Yes.
And just let it be.
I find that just walking away sometimes with instead of the anger, I would rather do the walk away than the stand there because my kids go, stand up for yourself, and it's like, I know how I feel. They know how I feel. So why should I keep reiterating how I'm feeling?
I'm sharing my love. I've got enough love to share. So nobody's taking advantage of me. I mean, I can take care of myself. When I feel like I'm being taken advantage of, I'll put up a boundary. But until then, I'll share my energy. I'll share whatever I have, and that's my prerogative. And I kind of resent people wanting to take that or trying to take that away from me. Because that's just what I want to do.
I get it.
I want to help. I want to be there and give energy. Anyway, but Sky says the hello in a loving way to everybody today. I need to pop out early, so I love you, Mama Boo.
Thank you, Sky.
Can you hand me the basket?
Oh, we only have 9 minutes left. Does anybody want to say anything? Come on, you guys.
Well, I want to footnote on something she said. I think she was referencing the Course in Miracles in that statement, right?
Yeah.
So the Mayan teachings have a similar thing where they say that everything is either love or a cry for love.
Right.
But I think the important thing to remember is to not react to the behavior, because the behavior is not always what the issue is. And if you can look beyond the behavior and not get hooked in reacting to the behavior, then you're able to utilize detachment to be compassionate, but still make a choice in that moment how much, if any, you want to engage, expending energy in an interaction that may not serve any useful purpose. But you could still do it in a way with a lot of kindness and gentleness, so that you're not leaving any discordant or negative energy in the process of removing yourself.
Right.
Could you take the camera and shoot the Buddha?
The Buddha. Shoot the Buddha.
Shoot the Buddha?
Shoot the Buddha.
You mean the Buddha here?
Not.
Yeah, there we go.
Shoot the Buddha.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's
So that for me is a calmness, a peacefulness, a serenity. I love having the Buddha in our living room. And I just feel protected.
There you go.
And loved. And that's what I wanted to close with, is for you to feel protected and loved.
So maybe we can just sing that out, Dottie. I mean, may I feel protected by the love. The universe is full of love. May I be held in the arms of love. The universe
wonderful. And now what we're going to do is say thank you for your donations. Thank you so much for thinking of us. Thank you for mailing money in to CCL. It turns around and goes out and helps other people. And we thank you so much, those of you who come in here and donate. Thank you. It's great. Yeah, and what I want you to do is put that song in your head and think about it all day today. What the world needs now is love.
Oh no.
And some places there's a lot of hatred. Just send love.
Mm-hmm.
And just say, I love you. And if you don't love them, just say, I'm not going to be mean to you anymore. Okay?
Just because you're
Sometimes it's hard to get from mad at to love at. So what you want to do is you want to take a break there. You want to send love to people that you've been sending hate to.
Mm-hmm. And we had a wonderful, I just want to share, we had a wonderful discussion on Alzheimer's, dementia, and the art of caregiving.
Right.
It was a great speaker series, and so
It was.
we're thinking about doing UFOs.
Yes. It's
So,
a fun.
we'll let you know.
When Janet called, she said UFOs, and I heard USO. So I'm going about, well, my dad was in the service.
I know, I thought, what does that have to do with UFOs? I'm going with it.
All right.
She just kept loving me, even though I was on a whole different thing. And
That
she
was
said,
great.
No, and I said, oh, UFOs. Oh, that I know more about that.
I can chat about that too. Well, then.
There we go.
So that's what we're going to be talking about.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we're going to,
And so I want to thank you all for coming today.
yes,
Don't forget to love yourself.
yes.
Love yourself.
Love yourself. Accept yourself for who you are. That's the greatest gift you can give yourself, is just loving yourself and accepting who you are. And if you're going through health problems, say to yourself, I'm going to get well. And see it. If you're going through grief, saying, I'm going through this. It's okay to go through this. Put yourself first today.
Mm-hmm.
Say, I'm number one today. Dottie said, I'm number one today. I want to thank you all so very much for being here
Yay.
and loving yourself.
Yay.
And love your next door neighbor and love people that you haven't even met yet.
Ooh. That's a
Just
big-
be
that's a big
open.
ask.
Be the love.
Be the
Just
love.
be
Be the
love.
love. Okay.
Just be open
Yes.
to meeting more people.
Yes.
And thank you so very much for being here. And we'll talk to you next Sunday.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye now.
Love, love.
Love, love, love.
Love.
All you
Love.
need is love. Boom, boom, boom,
Boom,
boom,
boom,
boom.
All you need is
Love. Bye now,
Love.
Annie.
Love
Bye
is
now.
all you need.